I think I just have a lot of experience, so I'm familiar with a lot of the girls. If I haven't played against them, I've played with them. Lan, she's got to witness me in one mode, and some of the other teammates have gotten to witness me in other modes. So they've seen all facets of my game, and a familiarity with what they do, and us having that together. I think that's should make the transition a little seamless.
I know you played with BC, K-Mac, if I'm not mistaken. Who are just some of the players here on this Lynx team that you've been able to kind of cross paths with overseas?
So I say like in the last 2 years, this past year I was with BC and Carly, love Carly, and then the year before I was with Kayla. Kayla's we're close, one of my friends, and Fee came and played with us over there. I played a little bit with Courtney and T when I was at Connecticut, and against Courtney when she was in Turkey. So I've just crossed paths with a lot. Even Jess, I played against her this summer. I've crossed with a lot of people. I've played a long time. But that familiarity allows me to come in and not kind of feel uncomfortable. It allows me to feel like I can effortlessly blend, if you will. So I think it's a positive thing for sure.
Where were you, I guess, when you got the call, or I'm not even sure if that's how it works anymore, but tell us about that.
I was actually here. I was visiting my friends. This is one of my stops. So I came to see K-Mac. I came to see Carly. I came to see BC, and just hang out with my friends. And I got the call. And I was like, I'm in town actually. I came to watch the game, support the girls, and timing worked out good. I went home and came right back.
You in Connecticut, you played with JJ for 11 games. I guess I'm just curious. Jonko Jones. I'm just curious, what was she like as a teammate, and what was your guys' relationship like?
We weren't super close, but she's a nice girl, really cool. Anytime she sees me, you'll hear a lot of them because I've been around. They'll say they're just happy to see me on this stage, on this level, on this floor, and they're always so positive as teammates. She's at that time, she's coming off her MVP run, so she's one of the best. She played at Bosnia with the Bosnian passport. I played with the Serbian passport, so that familiarity there, what that takes, gives you a different type of bond. So it's a positive one for sure.
Do you have any inkling that the organization knew you were in town, or did it really seem like a surprise that you were?
It was a surprise because I think they were trying to, do a call or a chat, and I was like, I'm in town. We can meet in person. They're like, what? So it just really happened to be kind of perfect timing.
How long have you been in town?
Well, I just came. I think it was the first day I got here. I came to watch first game Chicago. So on the 22nd, I came for Chicago, and then I think we talked on the 23rd or 24th, something like that. And I was gonna be here from the 22nd to the 26th. I was gonna watch those two games, then go back, and it happened pretty quickly.
Point guard's such a crucial position, especially in Cheryl's offense. How is picking up the pace, picking up the schemes been going?
So far, it's been good. I mean, there's definitely it's a lot in a short amount of time. What, 2 days maybe? It's lucky. A lot of the offense I'm familiar with. I've watched most of the games because once again I support my girls, and watching the system it's just something that makes sense. It's really flowy. So even if you're not exactly correct, you can kind of figure out what movements you should make. A lot of it's reading and just kind of understanding basketball. And lucky for me, I excel at those types of things.
What's been kind of I just like asking, what's been kind of the most fun part about coming into this group of gals and just being able to gel in new practices?
I think it's just definitely having the familiarity. So you get to come in and you immediately can breathe and just be yourself because they are definitely themselves. And just enjoy good basketball. People cheering on each other, wanting each other to do better, do well because they want to win. And be competitive, but in a healthy way. It's as a basketball fan, as a basketball player, it's a beautiful thing to watch, but it's even better to be a part of.
I'm curious, just with this kind of contract again, with the timing that you just happen to be in town, do you have an apartment? Are you in a hotel? Are you hanging with one of the girls, or if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, now that I've come back, I stayed in the hotel, and now I've transitioned to the apartment. I'm familiar with the apartment building because I've been here before.
There you go.
So they'll figure all that out. My job is just to come here and try and help the team as much as I can.
Yeah. And what have just the conversations been like with the coaching staff with Reeve about, what they see as just your role here?
Just as obviously coming in support, supporting the girls. Like I'm more of a point guard, if you will, downhill creator, big defensive presence. So to be physical, to bring that and kind of bring that in like the vet mentality I have and kind of allow people to do the same. But it's mostly, just to fill in gaps. Everyone on this team brings something a little different, and I think my game kind of complements that as well. And so I think it's to be who I am, like naturally, but obviously to really press on my defense and kind of like being a consistent presence on the floor, if you will.
Yeah. On the note of defense, obviously that's something that is so big for Coach Cheryl, and she was talking with us, I think, after the Atlanta loss on Sunday about how she wasn't really satisfied with like the consistent ball pressure throughout. Felt like maybe it was 1 quarter, 3 quarters off. How would you kind of like describe your defensive identity, how it like fits into Coach Cheryl and her system?
I think one of her main things is being physical, and I've been raised to play that way, physical without fouling, of course, but just having that body presence on players, making them uncomfortable, making them have more of a challenge to run their offenses and stuff. Just kind of being a gnat, if you will, being in the right place, helping my teammates scrambling. So it's like a combination like speed and physicality, really, and that's something that really can't hurt anyone, but with a defensive-minded team, it can only help.
I guess what's it just like? You've had, you've been watching all the games. You were obviously in town. You're close to all these girls. Did you think kind of, I don't know, when you were on this trip or you're watching them early in the season that, I'd have the opportunity to actually like suit up and play with them?
I don't think I necessarily think that way, that I would have it. I know what level basketball player I am. I know what I'm capable of, but you never know because organizations, they want certain things. They have certain holes, certain needs. Sometimes they just really don't need you for what they have already. In this case, who doesn't want to play with their friends and play for an amazing franchise, one of the best coaches of all time? Who doesn't want to have that opportunity if they know they're capable? And I think that's the main thing. Like, I've just always been, whatever's for me is going to be for me. So do the best to be as ready as I can be for it. And I think that's just the mindset I always have.
Anything just fun, interesting about yourself, cool hobbies off the court, things like Coach Cheryl?
Not really. I drink a lot of coffee, if you will. I've been in Europe a long time. I drink a lot of coffee, so I'm grateful to have like Carly and BC because they'll drink with me.
You mentioned you sat in the stands with the fans for a couple games. How nice is it going to be playing in front of the fans now? Lynx fans kind of have a notoriety, if you will.
No, it's going to be amazing. Like they always have a good crowd. Like I said, I've been to a good amount of games, and the fans just always show up. They're rooting on their girls. They're supporting them no matter what, and they have a familiarity they've built. Like they have relationships with the players. They feel that, and I think that's just an extra thing that motivates you more when you play. Like you want to give something back to fans like that who really care for you and really just want to see you succeed. So I think it's super exciting. Mm-hmm.